Hey, welcome to the show. This is going to be a real special evening for, especially if you're a Summit Salon owner. We're going to try to tie a couple loose ends down for you tonight so that you make big boom boom. Welcome to Michael Cole Facebook Live. This is episode 121. Can you believe that we came this far? Anyway, he's saying get the cursor, okay. And anyway, in search of awesome, I'm always on a search, and we got a guest tonight, Summit Salon SEO Jedi. He's a Rainmaker on steroids, baby, as in 200 new guests to 250 new guests a month. Mr. Lucas Renfro, Roots Southern Salon owner. He's also owner founder of First Page Digital Marketing. We've had two of his staff on interview. They're just trending. There's one this year that's trending to earn 120,000 in W2, which is like, big boom boom to the 10th power. So Lucas and I have been chatting. I'm going to bring him on in a couple minutes. Before I do, let me just tell you why I wanted him on tonight. He's only been in business. Ruth's been in business for about 3 years. Their first year in business, their sales was 252,000. They're a Summit Salon. They came on the front end. Look at that. He darn near doubles the sales in 2017 of just under $500,000. He's trending to do 1.25 this year. So he is on a, he's going like ballistic. Location opened, as I said, in January 2016. What are some other stats I can give you? His wife, she's on tonight, watching Lucas, and she's in the house with us tonight, and started in 2015 with 200 square feet. 2016, they opened a current location with 2,400 square feet. They come to Summit in 2016, and as I said, that's what the salon is doing and trending to do 1.25. You're going to see that he is, in addition to being a Summit Salon owner, he is a digital marketing company as well, and I think he's put his genius together with the salon, and he's making big boom boom. He moves away to virtually no traditional advertising. Everything is driven by SEO, which is kind of an acronym for search engine optimization. He'll tell you a little bit about that. He's got the website down to an art and a science, online reputation, social media guru. The handles on Facebook and Instagram is Roots Southern Salon. And if you go there, you'll find the click paths are very, 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 very clear. He's in his search engine optimization SEO strategy. Right now, he's doing about 240 new clients a month on average. Just somewhere around 190 to 200 of those are coming in from clicking on, people looking for locations coming to see him. The other 40, 50, or 60 are from his people and the referral rainmaking that they're at. He's got 10 service providers. All of his service providers are busy. There was a few new service providers that literally resigned from another salon because of his brand to plug right in, because the reputation of his brand and his salon company now is preceding anyone. He is number one on Google, number one on Yelp. Websites converts, that's just off the charts. These are some of his dashboard numbers, and he'll tell you about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring him out into the green room so that you can we can have the conversation. So cross your fingers, gang, and let's see if he's in the. And oh, there he is. Give it up for him, will you guys?
Hey.
Did you hear me bragging on you?
Absolutely.
So what I want you to get us started. I want to get to your story and then get to some of your strategies that I just think are innovative and to the front. So what was the salon story like before you got started, or on the front end, before you got summitized and before SEO became what it was?
Sure. Well, my wife's dream was to own a salon in downtown Savannah. So, of course, as the great husband I am, I want to follow my wife's dream as well. And we want to do it as good as we can. So we found a space in Savannah. It was very small, 200 square foot, in a side of a boutique. She worked out of there with 2 chairs, 1 shampoo bowl for a year, until we really decided. Her and I, really talked and said, do we want to be happy, or do we want to own a business? So in the short term, at least. So we decided to, turn our 200 square foot little tiny Root Southern salon into an actual business. And we found a location and opened that in January of 16, which luckily it was right next door to the boutique we were in. We had some systems and processes together very loosely in January, but in April we attended Summit and really went just full force into the career path, and creating a salon that is run on systems and processes. And we, my wife has always been, very culture oriented in creating a happy place for stylists and service providers to work, and all of our employees to work. So that is a large part of our success as well. We've gone, I think it's 2.5 years now. A lot of it is very hard. Being a business owner is not easy at all. It's a frustrating process, lots of tears. You want to quit. My wife hasn't taken a paycheck for 2.5 years, just so we can build up to where we are. And, maybe next year we can start getting paid. So, that's, part of the process. It hasn't been an easy climb, that's for sure.
And Susan is watching tonight, so she's part of our group, and so I just have the highest admiration for her, because you're right. You're behind the chair, 1 in the chair, 2 in the bowl, 3 waiting. I'm anorexic, hooked up to a catheter. I'm busy, and it's like I'm trying to keep the company going. So you guys are in a different place now. That something happened to you that was a major pivot, and I want you to talk about what that is, because that got you to where you're at tonight.
So at the beginning of 2017, we started doing digital marketing. We really decided to grow the business, and we researched to see which would be the best route to take. Should we advertise in the newspaper or run TV ads? But we decided, digital is the way to go. Everyone's on their phone. Everyone's trying to find something on their phone. So, I kind of had a brilliant idea of trying search engine optimization. So that's where we started about 1.5 years ago down this path of SEO, and it has just blown our salon out of the water. We're pretty much #1 in our market when you search anything hair salon related. And we've only been in business 2.5 years. So,
you and I have been spending some time on the phone, and I've been actually learning from you as I'm listening to you. And if I can paraphrase, you're really kind of a self-taught on SEO, and you were on the front end working with Google. You were, there was some money investment on the front end for that, but you've pretty much organically evolved in something that's right now it's a science, and you're mastering the art of that science.
Absolutely. So, we did start with, paying for some ads in the beginning, but there is no real search engine optimization university. So a lot of it was self-taught. I do have an IT background, which helped out quite a bit. I do know some coding languages, which helps when you're working with different websites and trying to optimize the sites. But a lot of it is definitely self-taught. And it's not easy. And I think, any salon that does it is going to have a competitive advantage over a salon that doesn't.
Yeah, my IT guy is actually watching tonight, Casey Cunningham, and his wife, his business partner, Michelle. So I have profound regard for internet technology people, but it's that and the understanding of social media. You brought those two together. You've applied it to your salon with your wife, and you're on a curve that's almost ballistic. So congratulations. So what is it like now? Like you're trending 1.25. 3 years ago, this thing is a glimmer in your eye at, $250,000. How has your life changed?
Well, out of the success that we started having with the salon, I decided that this would be a viable business to actually go into, and to actually do search engine optimization, thus First Page. The name kind of speaks for itself. You want to be on the first page of Google. An old joke is, where do you hide a dead body? The second page of Google, because no one looks there. But now it's, we're focused on, at the salon, we're focused on growth and maximizing efficiency. We want to make sure that every square foot is being utilized, and we don't have that problem of where is the next new client going to come from. So we can really focus on our systems and processes and maximizing revenue for the space that we currently have.
I'm loving this. And so you're in a place now, and you've kind of tied some loose ends down. We're going to get into your best practices in a couple of minutes. But what do you say to somebody that's in the place that you were at a year, 2 years ago, and they're watching tonight and they're going, oh, I can relate to, where Susan was and where you were, and like, what can you say to them to, some little bit do's and don'ts to give them some hope?
Yeah, I would just suggest, you have to stick with it. It's not easy, but, also if you are going to look to do any type of marketing, find something that has a high return on investment. Something that, if you're out in the market looking for, ads or advertising, make sure that the person selling to you can provide you with some sort of ROI or, some results at the end of the period that you're signing up for. Because a lot of money just gets, thrown away, burned. I see it every single day. So it's tough to see small businesses, medium-sized businesses just throwing away money.
Yeah. So you and I were chatting, and we came up with this map that we're calling kind of the new ClickPath map, and you've actually created one for us this afternoon. I want you to walk us through this, and while you're doing that, I'll hold up the PowerPoint, and then I'll post it on the page of this. But walk us through your ClickPath map.
So, absolutely. Usually when someone is trying to find anything, if they typically go into Google. Google is an active search engine. I like to say, if you're targeting to be at the top of Google, you're searching for people you're trying to target people who are actively searching for your type of business. So when someone goes in and searches for, spa near me, or hair salon near me, or hair salon in Savannah, Georgia, ideally the top, you want to be on the first page, but if you can be at the top of the first page, you have a higher probability of landing that client. And it's important, if you're on the top of the page, you get an opportunity to get an instantaneous call, because 70% of the people are searching on their cell phones. And on your cell phone, there's a call button straight out of Google. So they may not go any farther than that one call button right there on Google Maps.
I'm loving what you just said, and I want to make sure the viewer gets this, Lucas, that at any point in the ClickPath map, the caller, the potential buyer, is saying, okay, now that I know where you're at in this first click, I want to be able to call you right from that position. I don't need to leave. And you're saying you have that covered. Now, it's interesting because as I was interviewing you before this tonight, you said, hey, go ahead and search for salons in Savannah. And you were, in fact, not only on the first page, you were at the top of that list. So, and then I said, so how much did you have to pay Google so that you got to the top of the list? And correct me if I'm wrong, but you're saying, look, on the front end I did, but I haven't invested any money in Google advertising for many moons.
That's correct. I don't pay Google a dime to market our salon right now. It's all organic. So, I would, of course, pay my company to get me to that position. But once I'm there, as long as there's not a large algorithm change, I should stay there, or at least stay near the top. Google is changing their algorithms all the time, so it's important that we stay on top of it. But typically, once the organic process is complete, you can almost take a break from doing that, or paying for that optimization.
Well, you're kind of like the seeing eye guide, if you will. You're an IT guy. You're a digital marketing specialist. You understand navigating the internet. You understand click pathing. And what I found to be interesting is that from, a Google search, you pop up, next click, I may or may not call from that point. If I need more information, next click, I'm on your website. I can call you from there. If I need more information, I click again, I get reviews. If I like the reviews, I can hit the call button there. If I need more information, I can go to your salon's Instagram page, your Facebook pages. I can buy from there, call, and just hit the call button there. If I see a piece of work that I find interesting, I want to know more about whose work is this. I click on the picture. I go to that page. I look a little bit more, so I can go as far or as deep as I want as a potential buyer. But then at any one of those points, I can hit a call button and schedule an appointment. To me, that could save a salon owner's life.
Absolutely. It's important to have those action items at every step of the process. The big thing is, if you're not at the beginning of the process, if you don't even show up for step one, there's no opportunity for someone to click on step 2 or step 3 or step 4.
Right.
So very important to be at the top in step 1, so you have that visibility.
Yeah.
Just for Root Southern Salon, off of that Google Maps that is listed up there, that little call button that you, when you search on a mobile phone, you see 3 options and they all have call buttons. We get well over 200 calls per month just from that button.
Yeah, I'm actually showing it.
Yes.
As you're giving it. So you're getting 200 calls plus a month from that little button. And your average ticket is what you gave it to me. What is the average ticket in your salon company? What 80
around 115.
115. So you do the math, right? At 200 times that number, that's an incredible amount of money. I think you told me, Lucas, that you're saying over 50% of your sales, directly or indirectly, is tied to the conversation we're having tonight. That if it wasn't for SEO, you would be at 50-60% less in sales than you're currently running at. So the implication of this conversation is profound.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we would be lucky to be at 50% of where we're at now.
Now, the second key. Here's the whole truth, though. I mean, you can be a master at making rain, but your second key is you have your staff, your training, and this is where the summit comes in. This is where career pathing on the level charts, the systems, the processes, the associate program, the front desk system. In a nutshell, what's that like at Roots?
Without a good system in place, it would fall apart. So, we have to have systems and processes. We have to have a career path for our stylists so that they know they can grow and really maximize their income. It's one of the most important, and I think there's 3 real key important steps, and that's one of them. The picture that you showed there was Demi with Jenna, her associate, and they enjoy it. We have a good time, and we have a good relationship, and those systems and processes really kind of breed the culture of our salon, which is what we'll talk about next, I believe.
It's interesting because there's some conversations going on my news feed that somebody was asking the question, do you have online booking? And then Susan is actually answering questions on the news feed that you use the Envision. I believe she said is it Envision software that you guys use?
We use Envision, yeah.
And so people can either hit a call button or hit a book now and online booking.
Absolutely. So, for an example, we're getting between 5 and 7 new client bookings on a Sunday when we're not even open.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what percentage of, let's say, your 200 to 250 come from SEO? What percentage of them are booking online?
About 20%.
Say again?
20%.
All right, so about 20% of this new biz now is coming in, and I'm assuming that that ratio continues to evolve as people get more and more comfortable with online booking.
Absolutely. When as technology grows, it will be much easier. There's still some flaws in our online booking process, but I know Envision and all of the salon scheduling softwares are really working to improve that process.
Right, I see it coming. I mean, and there's trade-offs. So you got no-show ratios that are higher. You've got to cover that stuff. You got people that are booking more time than they need. Then it's do we allow online for our clients that we know, but our new clients they call in. So we're all kind of in the soup, in the stew, but we're figuring that out. We're getting clear.
That's right.
So the last key that you talk about is culture. And it's almost your philosophy: employees first, education fund, vacation, happy place. In a nutshell, what's that?
Yeah, I mean it's what my wife wanted. We have 3 core values: service, education, and teamwork. We've built our company around that from day one. And she really drives the culture of our salon. She wants to make sure our employees are taken care of. She hasn't taken a paycheck, and a lot of that is because we want to provide for our employees. Even when we weren't making any money, our employees never missed a paycheck. Our check never bounced. So it's important for us. And now on a different scale, we, for example, once a year we go to Premier Orlando. We get 3 3-bedroom townhouses. We take everyone, and it's on us. Yeah. So we did a team building activity at Epcot this year for a staff of 15.
Nice.
So we like to have a good time and really build a culture that employees want to come work in.
Well, we're coming to the back end of our conversation. I want to have you back in a while to kind of keep an eye on you. You're going to be a major blip on our radar, and as you evolve with SEO and whatever it was you knew a year ago pales in comparison to what you know now. I'm assuming you're going to keep evolving. I want to show that if people, and I'm going to have you post this on the newsfeed as well, that you were gracious enough to say that anybody watching tonight, if they want to have a conversation with you, they can text you to schedule a conversation on SEO so that you can talk about teaching them what you know so that they can have what you have. So that's 912, 541-3200. So it was wonderful to have you on. Anything you want to say before we say goodnight? Any last words?
Yeah, I mean, just to say, I am open to conversations with any salon owner. I'm a salon owner. My wife's a salon owner. We get it. We understand. We know when times can be difficult. And, if there are any nuggets of information that I can provide that could help another salon owner out, I'm more than welcome to provide that.
Well, listen, this was an extraordinary interview. I'm going to keep it alive and well on the page. We'll edit it and upload it to Summit's YouTube page so that people can view it there. And we'll even do some micro learning so people can really benefit from the tutorial that you gave us tonight. So on behalf of L'Oreal PPD, Summit Salon Business Center, and Salon Centric and State RDA, thank you very much, man, for hanging out with us tonight. Say hi to your lovely wife and your people for me. And you told me you got another one of your people that you want him on the show, so you and I need to have that conversation as well.
Right. Yeah, well, it's an honor to be on your show, Michael Cole. And I do have to say one more hello to my 2 daughters, Tinley Ann and Madison Grace.
Nice. Now, Dad's got that one covered, so you won't be in the doghouse. Give it up one more time for Lucas, will you guys? Thank you, my friend. Have a good evening. We'll talk soon.
Yes, sir.
You guys, this was a extraordinary interview tonight. So, in essence, to really kind of recapture what Lucas really talked about in his in his tutorial was really having it down, the click path down, so that from the time somebody keys in searching for a salon in the area, you want to be first to pop up. You want to be on the first page the Google, and as Lucas is, and then there's a call button there. There's directions, or you can go right to the website. Next click, if you want to go to the website, you go here. You find out about the salon, so people to look. You can call, book an appointment, get directions, or you can go here to get reviews about what other past clients say. This is the click path, you guys. And then if you even need more, go to social media. Another click either to the salon's page and or your people's pages, because at any one of these points, this is the click path from the time somebody is interested until they're doing business with you. So an extraordinary interview it was. He also talked about that just because you have them coming in, you figure that out, you better know how to keep them. And that's what about staff training, career pathing for service providers, systems, processes, associate program front. I mean, this is like Summit on steroids. This guy is really got that part covered as well. And then, of course, reason to stay, culture, employees first, education's driving it. So, like I said, there are people in his marketplace in other salons that are resigning, and rather than going and becoming an independent, they're going to his salon company because the brand is now preceding anything else, and they're seeing that this guy, that Root Salon has enough in place that they can earn a better living and live a better life. So again, an extraordinary interview. Give it up for him one more time. And if you're new to us, hang out with us on this page. We're going to have another interview on Thursday. Victoria Perry, who is a spa, owns a spa company in Perrysburg, as well as a spa consultant. She'll be hanging out with us. And let me see, what does this say here? The micro cannot record. Okay, whatever that says. We'll be video. We always do Facebook Lives. We're vlogging on a daily basis. Same handle, Michael Cole Summit on Instagram as well. You should be living on summitsalon.com now, you guys, so that we've got the home pages. We've got the store. If you're a school, Summit Salon Academy. We now have a social media online virtual boot camp is really catching on. You have to look in to Summit Social Media Bootcamp course. That is, to me, that is the state-of-the-art online training of all. So give us a call. We would be more than happy to do a complimentary coaching service to let you know what that is. It's a 1-hour consult, and we're starting one in a week or so. Tim Fisk is doing one. This would be the time to plug in. I think you've got 2 or 3 seats left on that class. So take the ride, will you? If you're new to us, this was our 121st episode. We have all of our episodes recorded and uploaded on YouTube. If you hit summitsalon.com/MC Live, you will see them. They're all curated. They're all edited. That in and of itself is a salon management owner, staff, motivational learning channel, for goodness sake. So, and it's for free. Take advantage of that. As well as hanging out with our literature, because this is what we use to to apply what we learn. Learning, knowing. There's 2 ways of knowing and knowing in a way that makes the difference. This helps us to know, but this turns to knowing into the showing. So I would invite you to do that. We have a tracking app. We got goal setting apps. Is compliments for free. You can download this on our website, so please take advantage of it. And last but not least, L'Oreal PPD, all of their brands from Redken, Pureology, Matrix, L'Oreal Professional, Mazzani, Kerastase, Baxter, Essie, they're all here. This is our sponsor, and because of their financial support, we can continue to bring you online education like this. Thanks again to Salon Centric, State RDA, and the RDA in Texas. I'm going to be there this weekend with Sam Villa doing a 2-day program in Dallas. So Sam, I look forward to seeing you. Summit Salon Business Center, thanks for the whole deal. Join us this Thursday. Victoria Perry is going to be on, so it's been a great night. I'm just going to say goodbye so that they can edit the tape. Good night.